We're at the Bio on the Bayou Bullpen KOL interviews, and it is my pleasure because this is an all Louisianan episode. We have myself and we have John Roberts of Boot64 Ventures. And I'm really excited to sit and talk with John and learn a little more because I've read a lot about them, but it's my first time getting to sit with you, and I cannot wait to learn more about what you're investing in. But before we dive into that, I would love for you to step back a little bit and tell us about yourself, who you are and how you got here.
Yeah, so thanks for having me on. I've been an entrepreneur my whole life, actually. So a few years after college, I did work for a couple of corporations, but I bought a bankrupt Shell station and built a chain of convenience stores and gas stations for over 20 years across Southeast Louisiana. And I sold that company in 2018 unexpectedly, so I really didn't know what I was going to do. I got an offer I couldn't refuse, as they say. And so I ended up working with a friend of mine, startup Moxie, in the old Launchpad in the Regions Bank building downtown, with 100 other startups down there and stuff, and fell in love with that startup ecosystem at the end of 2018, 2019, pre-pandemic, obviously, and started doing a little angel investing, and then realized I didn't really know what I was doing. And so I joined Gulf South Angels Network and learned the process and stuff, and basically have been a supporter of entrepreneurship and startup ecosystem since.
That is, I love how that kind of happened, where it's like, oh, I was doing something, and then someone approached me and I sold it, and I had to find something else to do to keep myself interested, which now has you in probably multiple different verticals. And so with that, I'd love for you to kind of step into Boot64, what you're doing now with them, and what your areas of interest are. What are you working on?
Yeah, sure. So Boot64 Ventures came about because of the SSBCI program. Louisiana received approximately $113 million to create economic development in the state. And the program we're in is a seed venture program. So the state is a $5 million LP in our fund, and we raised $5 million from private investors. So we have a $10 million fund, a micro fund in the world of VC, but in Louisiana it's a pretty big deal because we don't have many funds here. And so we were awarded that in November of 2022. We got funded in June 1st, closed June 1st of 2023, and we've been investing in startups since then. We have 12 portfolio companies. So the Boot64 comes from the Louisiana Boot, and we have 64 parishes, counties most people would know them as. And so we're really emphasized, and we're intentional about our, addressing startups across the state and working with entrepreneurs across the state.
What kinds of areas are those companies in? Is it specific areas, or are you kind of open to anything? You're agnostic?
Yeah, we're generalists because, we have 90% of the money has to go to the geography of Louisiana. They don't have to be headquartered here, but they have to have an economic impact, most easily expressed through a job or two here, and a business address, or maybe they sign a contract with a local company that's going to add jobs. So we're generalists. We have everything from music tech to biotech, software, food and beverage software, the spectrum. And we've done 12 deals so far. We have a few more about to come across the finish line, but we're on the way to like 50 deals. So we have plenty of, opportunities for entrepreneurs in Louisiana.
Are you finding anything good today?
Yeah, I met with a couple of good ones
today.
So, yeah.
We'd love to hear that.
Yeah. And one of the companies we're about to invest in pitched today also, and she didn't need a pitch because we closed the round.
You never know, she might need more. Right. So I believe in my light professional staffing, I saw that you're working with Kimberly Graham at Tulane, right, on a potential project. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, so Kimberly Graham and the Tulane venture program is in the same program we are, and then we're investing together in a company called Inframuta.
Oh, that's one of my favorites. Kaylin is phenomenal.
Yeah. I met them at an open mic night actually 2 years ago, where they just had an idea.
Oh, yeah.
They kind of
way back.
But yeah,
she and her partner Leo were on our Bio from the Bayou podcast. I don't know if you ever heard them on that, but it's great. If you haven't, you should take a listen. And we actually were able to finagle them a presentation at the Bio Investor Forum in San Francisco, where they made several of the connections that led to where they are now.
Fantastic. Yeah.
We love helping our Tulane and Louisiana companies just like you. It's why I was so excited to sit here. In the Gulf South, and Louisiana especially, we're all about helping each other. We're about resilience, about community. In the Bullpen, it's very much the same. Their mantra is to find someone, help, and repeat. But this is your chance to make an ask of both communities. What would you ask, or how can people help you in what you're doing right now?
Well, really, we're looking for more deal flow. Our deal flow has been strong. We're happy. We have a lot of deals. We're a little overwhelmed, to tell you the truth. But we want more
Probably
deal
worse
flow.
after these 2 days.
That's right, yeah. But we want more deal flow. So, it doesn't have to be that you've already formed a Delaware C corporation or any of that. We'll talk to you from your idea stage. We're pre-seed investors. And so if you have a good idea that's scalable, that's the one criteria. We need to have a scalable idea. I most easily explain that as, if you want to open a coffee shop, that might be a great business, but it's not really a venture investable business unless you have a new way to brew coffee that no one else has, and you're going to open 500 stores. Then we want to talk.
If you can get every Swiftie into your store, then it's fine.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, deal flow. Don't be shy about it. I'm the only person on the LED website with my mobile number up there. You know, so I'll talk to anybody.
So you like people to text, to LinkedIn? Like, what is the way they should reach out to you?
Yeah.
What's easiest?
John at Boot64.com.
Got it.
Yeah.
You heard it.
Yeah.
John, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Is there anything else you want to leave folks with before we go?
I mean, if you want to hear a funny anecdote, because
yes, please. I love that.
The LED website, you know,
Let's go.
I get all kind of people to call me, and from a parish that shall remain nameless, a lady calls me and says she wants to start a daycare business or something. And I said, well, ma'am, it's probably not the right fit for this. You know, we can talk further, but really what you need to do is go to the parish economic development office and they can help you with it. You know where that is? Yeah, I've heard of that. Well, why don't you go there? I thought that was just for the mayor and his friends.
Oh, wow. And you're like,
I said, no, that's for everybody.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
See, you're helping regardless, even
That's
if it's
right.
not your areas of interest. John, thank you so much. That's the perfect way to
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Great, thanks.